Hello and welcome everybody to another fun-filled Monday with me, Doc Eon. It is Monday the 30th of October. I'm here with some miniatures and I'm ready to ramble. And first off, I have finished 9 minis the past week. These post-apocalyptic humans and rat folk. They're kind of cartoonish, or rather very cartoonish in the colors schemes and the colors chosen. This is because I felt the sculpts were very cartoonish as well. So it's I thought that it was appropriate to go full cartoon on them. And they turned out well. Not much to say really about them. No particular problems with them or anything. I didn't have any particularly cool ideas or weird ideas. Just kind of a simple run-of-the-mill painting. That's all. Anyway, before we go any further, I have an announcement to make. I might as well put this up front so everybody hears it. Next week there will be no video because I am going to be away traveling out of the country even most of the coming 2 weeks. There will be a few days to paint, but mostly I'll be gone. So I'm not sure how much in the few days that I'm not traveling. I'm not sure how much I'll get done. I'll try to get some more painted, but we'll see. So the next video will be at the earliest December 13th. Nothing on the 6th, which is next Monday. Hopefully on the 13th. If not, then on sometime that week. We'll do because I'm coming home that weekend before on Sunday at some point. So I'm not sure if I'll have time to get a video up on Monday. I'll do my very best to do so. If it might be a bit late or like edging into Tuesday, like I said. But anyway, now you know the schedule for the upcoming period of time. Let's go on to works in progress. Say hello to my new little friends. These are the rest of the robots and almost the last of the post-apocalyptic dudes from Mega Minis. And they are a little further along in prep than the same the batch I had last week. So not only is there primer and an undercoat on these robots, there is also an initial rough dry brush of gunmetal on all of them. And I've done the same for the metallic parts, the guns and such, armor and such on the humans, who otherwise simply have primer and a heavy brown wash, which is my standard preparation method these days. Or, well, has been for a long time. I'm not sure how much will get done on these. I have a little time before I leave on my trip, and another extremely small sliver of time when I get back, before I have to get back to work. So, well, but on the other hand, in those short slivers of time, I don't have to work. So I'm free to actually paint as much as I want. So there could be some movement on these by the time. Oh, and I want to point out, this one looks a little weird. Why is he raising one gun up like that? Well, it's because it's not really a left arm, it's a right arm. See, when I was assembling these from pieces, like a lot of these the heads and arms with guns are separate pieces that you have to assemble for some of these models. And I discovered at the end, when I got to the last few ones, I hadn't gotten the proper amount of each kind of arm. And had I discovered this, if I'd done a proper inventory, a very detailed one of these models when I first got them, and discovered it then, I might have gotten a replacement. But as I've mentioned, I think, this company is now defunct. They're out of business. There's no way to get a replacement arm. So I had to do what I could. I took the arm that looked the least stupid twist it the other way. I mean, I couldn't take something like this because the magazine would be upside down, and I couldn't take something like this because shell casing is coming out of it. No, you can't twist that the other way, or this one for that matter. Well, no, this one was the right. This was a left arm. So yeah. Anyway, it had to be this cannon, double cannon, and if you don't think too hard about it, maybe having one raised higher than the other is not a big deal to you. So I'm gonna just hope most people don't question it. But anyway, that's the next batch to get into production. The inventory corner now this week is going to cover the last box I have of miniatures from a company called Uncle Mike's. These are for a skirmish miniatures game called Strange Aeons, which is about, well, fighting Cthulhu, and which has been covered on this channel before. I mean, several years ago I did a series of battle reports where I played using the solo rules for that game. And I painted a lot of stuff from them before. The company now seems to be defunct. I think they still have a website up, but I wouldn't order anything from it because it hasn't been updated in years. And the sort of, they have a sort of membership thing going, a sort of club, which I was a member of, but that has not, I've not received any messages or anything, updates from that for really long time. So I don't think they're really active anymore. But we have these models, which this is the graveyard set, so it has a lot of gravestones. I'm not going to count each gravestone as a mini because these are just scenery. But the models, there's 17 actual figures in here. Monsters mostly. I think it's like maybe one guy here who's a hero, who's some sort of investigator. The rest are monstrous creatures. And this would have been a good like Halloween project if I'd thought of it in time, but I don't know. I was distracted this year, and I was painting these post-apocalyptic guys, and I was busy with a lot of stuff at work. And the idea of doing an Oktoberfest, not Oktoberfest, but a sort of a Spookytober thing, which I usually do, it just slipped my mind. And yeah, skipping it this year. I'm gonna try to remember to do a Christmas theme in December, but you know, you'll have to remind me of it. Anyway, what I'm actually going to prep for next episode is going to be the last few of those post-apocalyptic sets from another defunct company, the Mega Minis stuff. And hopefully I'll show you that in the next episode, which, as I remind you again, is in 2 weeks, probably. Not definitely not in 1 week. But I hope to see you there. In the meantime, give this video a like, and a share, and a subscribe, and a comment. And I'll see you 2 weeks from now. Same day of the week, same channel, same Doc Eon, who is now signing off.